I must admit, I'm glad I'm talking to you now and not in August because it was perhaps not the best month for the team in the Premier League. But a couple of months on now, it looks like things are improving. What is your assessment of the season so far?
Yeah, I'm pleased to be talking to you now as well, off the back of a couple of positive results. I think, August was challenging. I think the whole summer was challenging for us. We're pleased to be through that now and focusing on the football. I think the team is hopefully in a better place. I think we've played pretty well all season. Maybe haven't got some of the results that we would have hoped, but I think we're in a good place, and now we're looking forward to the games to come.
Yeah, you speak of a lot of things happening during the summer. There were several new signings. What do they bring to the side?
Yeah, I mean, I think they will bring a lot. I think we're really happy with the business we did in the summer. I thought we signed some really, really good players. Obviously, some, Johan Visser, Jacob Ramsey, haven't played a lot of football. Aaron Ramsdale as yet, two of them through injury. So we hope that they have really bright futures with us ahead. And then you look at the contribution of Nick Woltemade and Anthony Elanga. We're really pleased with both of those players. I think they've made really good starts to their career here.
When many signings are made and many players are leaving at the same time, how does one keep the team cohesion?
Yes, a good question. I think we suffered with that maybe in August, where the team has sort of been thrust together a little bit. Everything was done quite late, so we weren't able to get the work during pre-season that maybe we would have wanted. So I think then a lot of meetings, a lot of tactical sessions need to be delivered quite quickly. So the new players understand what's expected of them in the system that we play. So we've been trying to cram a lot of that work in. Hopefully they're beginning to get there with that understanding, and we can improve from this point.
You spoke about Nick Woltemade. He's made a great start to his time at Newcastle. He looks like quite a handful, unsettling defenders. How are your defensive players handling him during the training sessions?
Well, unfortunately, we've not been training that much. We've just had a lot of games, so Saturday, midweek, Saturday or Sunday, whenever we play. So we haven't really seen him go up against our centre-halves. I'll be intrigued to see how that battle looks as we go on. But what we have seen is Nick go up against the opposing centre-halves, and he's done very well so far. I've been really pleased with what he's delivered. He's scored some big goals for us. But also I know that there's more to come from him, and I think that's a really exciting prospect.
Have there been any talks of more renovations at the training ground or St. James's Park? Perhaps some extra height through the doorways, because I saw Nick and Dan Burn have been seen incredibly close to getting some head bumps.
Yeah, I can't imagine what it's like to be them. I mean, the training ground, I don't think there's any plans to adjust the doorway height, but you never know. For those players, I mean, height's a big thing in the Premier League now. Of course, from set plays, the game gets more and more intricate, and those moments will decide a lot of games. We have some really big players that we hope can make a difference for us. But not only that, those big players that we have, Sven Botman, Nick, Dan Burn, they can play as well. They're very, very good footballers, so we're lucky to have them.
Since the new signings have arrived, it feels like there has been a bit more excitement for the rest of the season. To add to that, you're also back in the UEFA Champions League. How have you and the team been soaking that in?
Yeah, we've really enjoyed and will continue to enjoy the different competitions that we're in. I think the Premier League is amazing. It's the hardest competition for me. But we love the Premier League, and that goes without saying. But then when you add the Champions League games that we have in midweek, whether we're home or away, they're just unbelievable experiences. And we're very, very proud to represent the club and the country in that competition. Carabao Cup's a really important competition to us again this year, being the holders, so we're looking forward to the next round of that. And of course, the FA Cup, when it arrives, will also take great importance. So we're delighted to be in the competitions, and we want to stay in them for as long as possible.
Everyone wants to play in every single competition, but it does come with extra fixtures. What is it like needing to balance those extra games?
Yeah, that's a challenge, and we've already faced that this year. When we go back to the Barcelona game, which was such an emotional game for everybody, it's such a big game for the club. We then played Bournemouth on the Sunday. I think the fixture was a Thursday, and we played Bournemouth on the Sunday. That's a very difficult game to then to adjust for, and it's such a hard game anyway without the midweek game. So I think hopefully we're getting better at sort of adjusting our emotions, our energy, our focus back onto the next game. It's a skill. I think you get used to that. The more you do it, the more you get used to it, the better you get at it. But certainly that's something we're going to have to make sure we master, because our season will really be defined by it.
And you spoke about the Carabao Cup as well, you defending it now. It's the first trophy that Newcastle is defending for some time, because you finally broke that trophy drought. Ahead of the first training session this season, can you give us a bit of insight into what your first team talk was now that you have silverware behind you?
I can't remember that. We have many meetings and team talks, as you call them. Yeah, many meetings and discussions with me, the players, setting out our aims and ambitions for the new season. And I think for us, winning that competition was such a highlight for us last year that I think everyone who experienced it then felt a buzz for trying to do the same again this season. So whatever competition that is in, we're desperate to try and win again, because that was just such an amazing day, and that will live with us forever. So the motivation is very high to repeat that. As I say, we were in various competitions. We want to try and go as far as we can. But I don't think there's one team talk. There's several moments where you have to just refocus your aims and dreams for the season ahead.
And with that bit of silverware now in the Newcastle cabinet, forever a piece of history for the club, what other history would you like to make with Newcastle United?
Well, I think there's so much more we can do. I mean, of course, the Carabao Cup will take centre stage when we have our next round, but the Champions League is an amazing competition for us, and I really believe we can be competitive in that this year. So we won our last game. That gives us a really good foundation, hopefully, to go on and try and win some more games and try and qualify for the next stage. And of course, the Premier League, which we consider to be the best competition in terms of measuring our success and our evolving team. We can't take our eye off that for a second. So, yeah, well, I think we've got clear aims in each competition, and let's see how far we go.